remarkable off-the-wall seasons of Amazon Prime Video's superhero satire series, The Boys, are now behind us. Each of them was zanier than the last, and as the show was progressing, we had a chance to get to know every character more and more. With 24 episodes now behind us, and we just can't get enough, good news guys, the series will continue for another season and it's now official. Stay with us and find out all the details. Let's first jump on the recap.
Remember what I told you.
Don't be a cunt.
Based on the DC Comics comic book of the same name, The Boys became a real blast TV series in the past 3 years. It follows the eponymous team of vigilantes as they combat superpowered individuals who abuse their abilities, and it's awesome. With a perfect cast, fantastic music, and a great sense of humor, this TV show hit the sky. It has millions of fans around the world and almost no bad critics. This series almost burned down on IMDb with an 8.7 rating and on Rotten Tomatoes with an 85% audience score. The only thing left to do with all of this success is to continue the show with 1, 2, or even more seasons. The wrap of Season 3 was on July the 8th, and the series once again delivered an exceptional season of strange, delirious mayhem, even earning a spot on Decider's Best TV Shows of June list. If you're a fan of The Boys, the original comic book run by Derek Robertson and Garth Anistat inspired the show, then leave your back issues boxed. And why is that? Well, because there's very little of the original comic left in this satirical take on superheroes. But hey, that's not necessarily a bad thing. A year after Homelander's son Ryan accidentally killed his mom Rebecca and attacked Stormfront in the process, Butcher has been taking a more peaceful approach. This situation worked for a while until Huey realizes that Newman is a mysterious head-popping soup, and Butcher throws himself into investigation of an older soup team called Payback in order to take on Homeland. Butcher also gets his hands on the temporary version of Compound V, doses of Temp V that bestows a random power set on any human who injects it. The storyline of Season 3 follows 2 main arcs: Butcher's attempt to find the weapon that took them out of commission, and Homelander and to locate the Payback team.
Fucking kill you! Fucking hell, kid, stop.
The Boys members Kimiko and Frenchie will hit that like button just like you should if you haven't done so already. No, really, Kimiko and Frenchie are weaving in and out of the plot, taking on the Russian mafia from Frenchie's past, the criminally dense A-Train, and Huey and his anxiety-riddled relationship with Starlight, and the Deep, who takes turns vying for Homelander's attention in ridiculous ways. The character that got more agency was Mother's Milk, and we saw him struggle to connect with his young daughter while battling chronic OCD. On the other hand, MM's symptoms are uniquely tied to Soldier Boy, who by accident killed his own family during his payback days. Something that the fans noticed is that Soldier Boy didn't get enough time in this season. He doesn't appear until halfway through the season. Ackles is really brilliant wherever he appears. He's like a lewd Winter Soldier version of Captain America. Okay, now enough with Season 3, and let's focus on what's coming next. Let's talk about the release date. Season 4 of The Boys was officially announced way back on June the 10th, 2022. We're sure that almost all of you are impatient to hear the release date, and here's what we know about it. As Season 3 has not long concluded, we probably will have to wait for a little for concrete news about Season 4. But luckily for the fans, the actor Karl Urban has been pretty loose-lipped about the filming schedule, and he leaked some information for Collider. The man behind Butcher said, "I think August 22, we're gonna be starting Season 4. So I'm getting my Butcher back on, and I can't wait." Fingers crossed, this could mean that we'll get Season 4 as early as spring of 2023. But don't get too excited, because this is just a prediction. We remember that Season 3 aired in fall 2020, but Season 3 didn't come until summer 2022. Okay, it's safer if we say sometime in 2023. Now let's see who's coming back to reprise their roles, and if there are some new names in the cast crew.
Not in a cold lab with doctors.
And yet, I turned out great.
Let's start as usual. Karl Urban, Antony Starr, Jack Quaid, Laz Alonso, Karen Fukuhara, and Tom Capone are all expected to come back. This list may also include Chance Crawford, Colby Minifie, and even probably Cameron Crovetti. We could also smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. No, really, in all seriousness now, we might also see more from Jesse T. Usher as A-Train, who briefly looked like he could be left out of the show after he had a cardiac arrest in the middle of Season 3, but he was brought back to life by Vought scientists. However, some people are surely put up in the air after Season 3 of The Boys concluded with the gang turning on their new ally Soldier Boy, played by Jensen Ackles, fans are wondering whether Ackles will return in the next season. Another one is Queen Maeve, who seems to have finally found her ticket out of the town. Then Dominique McElligott, who may or may not return. We know that Black Noir is dead, but also know that Eric Kripke, the producer, has some sympathy for this character. In his recent interview with Entertainment Weekly, he said that someone else could wear the suit in the next season. It's not the last we've seen of Black Noir as a hero, it's just that the guy who was inside in season 3, he's gone. But we have Nathan playing a really interesting and hilarious character who wears the suit next season, he said. Now let's see what we can expect from season 4 plot.
We hear you, Homelander!
And I hear you, brother! I hear you!
There are no official statements related with the plot details as of yet, but the season 3 finale does give us a pretty good idea on what might happen. Since they're back together, the boys are now more focused than ever on their plan to take down the Supes. But is that their major enemy? Or their major enemy has shifted to Victoria Newman? She landed the vice president ticket in the season finale after making a deal with Homelander thanks to the Deep drowning her opposition. This puts Newman in the running to be the most powerful Supe ever. Anyway, this time they'll have a bit of help thanks to Starlight. She's now firmly on Team Butcher as a fully fledged member of the team after trying to change things from the inside. Also, after he was left struggling to deal with the aftermath of Temp V, he might need all the help he can get. Due to the impact on the drug of his body, he's been told he's on borrowed time, so Billy will be in serious danger in the new season. Then there's Homelander, unhinged as ever. There's nothing that can stop him. It looks like the Storm Chassisary in his corner right now, despite the Supe airing his controversial toxic views in a national TV address. If allowed to raise Ryan, he'll raise Ryan to be a second Homelander, which will have apocalyptic stakes. If he stays in that environment, he's on his way to becoming another Homelander, said Kripke to IGN. So I think it's a hint at what one of the major conflicts in season 4 will be, which is Butcher and Homelander having this battle over Ryan, he added. Soldier Boy is crucially not dead, but he's neutralized, so we may see him taken off the ice once more time when the story rolls around. We really hope that we might finally meet someone who can take down Homelander once and for all.
I'm your father. We.
Whatever happens, we're looking forward to season 4. Even more, we hope that this won't be a wrap of the whole story. So what do you think of these scenarios? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.